Are you looking for the best compact cameras? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best compact cameras on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Sony RX107. If you're interested in a small camera that can definitively outclass the one built into your smartphone, the Sony RX107 is a great choice. Its 24-200mm lens covers a huge range of shooting situations, its electronic viewfinder lets you easily frame shots on sunny days, its quick autofocus can reliably track even fast-moving subjects, and its video quality is the best you can expect from a compact camera. It might seem like a lot of camera, and a lot of money, if you're just stepping up from a smartphone camera, but its perks, faster and longer burst shooting, quicker focusing, and a longer lens, are worth the price if you're serious about photography. In our tests, its 1-inch, 20-megapixel sensor produced sharp, but not overly sharp, JPEGs with a pleasing amount of contrast and saturation. Of course, you can tweak those parameters to your preference in camera, and if you shoot RAW, you can control every aspect of the final image when you develop it in software. The 24-200mm lens has a narrower maximum aperture at full zoom than we'd like, but it still has a wider maximum aperture than you can get from the lenses of cheap compact cameras, and its long zoom range makes this model one of the best travel cameras you can buy. One of the coolest things about the RX107 is Sony's pop-up EVF, an excellent addition for people who prefer eye-level composition over framing shots on the rear display. Considering the overall size of the camera, the EVF is remarkably large and clear, and its clever retracting design is unusual. The EVF makes shooting in bright daylight less of a guessing game, and it also provides a way for you to shoot more discreetly in dark environments since the camera's rear display doesn't light up when the EVF is in use. Number 2. Panasonic Lumix FZ80D. The Panasonic Lumix DMC FZ80D provides a lot of zoom range, more than we think is really necessary, with a view that's wider than an iPhone's at its widest end, 20mm, and longer than what you need to photograph an eclipse at the long end, 1200mm. But despite its excessive telephoto capability, which can often lead to image degradation at longer focal lengths, in our testing the FZ80D demonstrated the best combination of image quality, usability, and portability you can currently get in this class of camera. In the past we've recommended super zooms with less telephoto reach that let in more light than the FZ80D, but such cameras are increasingly rare and increasingly expensive. At the moment, the only high-end super zoom available is the Sony RX10 IV, which costs 3.5 times as much as this Panasonic model. In our tests we captured pleasingly sharp images zoomed as far as an 800mm equivalent focal length, even when going for tightly framed shots of small birds on an overcast day. Zooming further, you're likely to notice some fall-off in sharpness, but on a brighter day you'll still get images that are good enough to share. Plus, the images from this camera have a pleasingly neutral look that give you room to apply your own post-processing, which we prefer to the overly saturated, too contrasty shots that competing cameras produce. The FZ80D can record video at up to 4K resolution at 30 frames per second, and the 100 megabits per second maximum bitrate captures plenty of detail. This camera's size, reliable focus tracking, and optical stabilization make it a compelling option for capturing video if extreme telephoto reach is absolutely necessary for what you want to shoot. Number 3. Sony ZV-1. Compact cameras can be a good fit for vlogging thanks to their ease of use and portability, and the Sony ZV-1 is among the best we've tested for vloggers. In fact, it's the only option here with a fully articulated screen fit for self-recording. It even has a specialized product showcase mode for product and beauty vloggers, prioritizing focus on any objects held up in the frame. Its 1-inch sensor captures good video quality, too, with excellent autofocus and a fair selection of frame rates, including a high-speed recording mode in 1080p. It's worth mentioning that the Sony ZV-1 II has since replaced the original ZV-1. The ZV-1 II uses a wider angle lens with a wider field of view, FOV, that, on its face, is better suited to handheld vlogging. However, the new model no longer features optical stabilization, and its digital stabilization feature crops in some of that wider FOV. For that reason, the original ZV-1 is still our top pick, especially since it costs less. The The Sony ZV-1 is a compact vlogging camera for those who want to step up from shooting vlogs on their smartphone. It's similar to the premium Sony RX107 and borrows its 1-inch sensor from a previous iteration of the RX100 series, but it has a more vlogging-oriented design and features. That means you don't get a pop-up viewfinder or flash, but you do get a fully articulated screen that's ideal for vlogging. The camera also has a directional microphone with a detachable windscreen to cut down on ambient noise and a hot shoe to attach a flash or AUX mic. Its built-in 24 to 70mm f/1.8-2.8 Zeiss lens also gives you a bit of flexibility with framing. Number 4. Canon PowerShot SX740. Once you dip into budget territory, worthwhile options are fewer and farther between, but the Canon PowerShot SX740 is a solid choice that won't cost you too much. Of course, if you really want to save money, the best option is to simply stick with your smartphone camera, which is already waiting for you in your back pocket. But if you're craving the feel of a camera in your hands or you need the zoom range that a point-and-shoot can provide, the SX740 is a good choice at a relatively low price point. Though it has a smaller sensor than our previous picks, its built-in lens can extend to a max full-frame equivalent focal length of 960mm, giving you an incredibly wide zoom range to shoot everything from landscape shots to close-ups of faraway subjects. Its image quality is nothing to write home about, but it's more than suitable for casual or family photography, and the camera's tilt-up screen makes it easy to take selfies or shoot at waist level. Ultimately, this point-and-shoot will serve you well if you need something very compact with a ton of zoom at a reasonable price. Number 5. Fujifilm X106. The Fujifilm X106 delivers a rare combination of style and substance. Its retro exterior calls back to rangefinder cameras from the manual focus film era, but there's plenty under the surface, too. A bright 35mm f/2 equivalent prime lens means you can stretch shutter speeds and get sharp photos in all kinds of light, while a stabilized 40MP sensor lets you crop in for a tighter view. An eye-level viewfinder, EVF, swaps between an optical and electronic view, and the rear touchscreen tilts so you can shoot from more interesting angles. Thoughtful control dials round out the package and make it simple to set the exposure. The X106 appeals to creators of all skill levels. Its imaging engine captures the best JPGs in the industry, and RAW support is available for photographers who want to edit photos on a computer. The discrete controls should satisfy creators who love manual mode, and automatic operation is available as well. And despite its film camera looks, 6.2K video recording is available, too. The only problem is finding one in stock even a year after introduction. Demand for the X106 is outpacing supply, so you should expect to wait weeks or months for delivery. Recent reports indicate that Fujifilm may catch up soon after increasing production capacity, but at press time you'll have to pay above retail to get the X106 without a wait. Number 6. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is among the best small cameras for videos and vlogs. It lives up to its name with a small form factor, and gimbal stabilization makes it ideal for handheld recording. A Type 1 sensor does a great job in all kinds of light, and we like that the camera easily swaps between widescreen and vertical aspect ratios. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is a bit of a square peg among point-and-shoot cameras, most of which have form factors and feature sets that prioritize photos. However, vloggers and other creators who prefer making movies won't struggle to find reasons to add it to their kit. Osmo Pocket 3 locks onto your subject for sharp, clear footage. Whether filming action-packed scenes or still shots, it ensures every detail is captured. Whether traveling, enjoying an afternoon in the park with family, or vlogging your daily life, capture stunningly smooth footage on the move with Osmo Pocket 3. Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo allows users to level up their audio and filming capabilities. It includes all items in the Osmo Pocket 3 starting set and additional items such as the DJI Mic 2 transmitter, carrying bag, and battery handle. Osmo Pocket 3 has a built-in 1300 mAh battery. It can be charged to 80% in 16 minutes and 100% in 32 minutes. The data was tested in a laboratory environment with the DJI 65 WPD charger, sold separately.